What's up guys, Tristan Niger here with another video. Today we're on the couch, little casting couch right here with some absurd lighting. So I'm going to talk on open a little bit about my drinking, and sort of like a very loose video. And I just wanted to talk about the benefits of drinking and what I've noticed after. And if you didn't already know, I've been sober for a little over 9 months, which is really cool. The last time I drank was with my girlfriend at her. They have like this like RV sort of thing. They were going camping in Ontario, so I went with them, and I was just excited to have another weekend of drinking, which was a lot of what I looked forward to in my life, which is kind of sad when you think about it. Just, if I can do this without camera dropping, just get over my head. There we go. Sorry guys. Anyways, but yeah, and the weekend didn't go as well as I thought, and it wasn't like a catastrophic event, but I could tell that my drinking was sort of out of control, where I couldn't stop. It was either borderline blackout or blackout drunk. And you know what? I don't know if I would like classify myself as an alcoholic. I say I'm an alcoholic just because it helps me keep myself from drinking, because I know that I have a problem, or I had a problem, and that wasn't even like close to all the bad shit I've done in the past due to drinking. I can almost attribute maybe 95 to 99% of all my problems in the past 3 or 4 years were almost entirely because of alcohol. That's insane. I was reading a statistic showing the dangers of alcohol and the dangers of it has on other people, the people around you, society, and the dangers it has physically on your body. And alcohol is ranking next to heroin and meth, which are something not nearly as publicly accepted as alcohol. Everyone drinks. Everyone drinks at your family events. They drink at weddings. They drink at bars. They drink at clubs. They drink at movies. And some people even take it further. I drank everywhere I went. If it was a fun event, there was drinking involved. And I can tell you now, with 9 months of drinking, or 9 months sober, is that you do not need to have alcohol to have fun. And if you're at a place where you're not having fun and you're not drinking, the only fun part about what you're doing at that point is the drinking part. So, I mean, do you want to put this toxic chemical into your body just so that you can enjoy yourself for that few hours? Doesn't seem like the best choice to me. And that's not even like the beginning of the downfall of it. You spend the next day hungover. You probably don't go to the gym. You're not as productive. Your mind's not as sharp. And then if you're like me, the next 2 or 3 days are even worse. Because the hangovers I could always sustain, and I was able to manage it. I mean, there were some bad times with that, but there was also the worst of times, which is the emotional hangover. I got so bad that I would want to do self-harm, hurt myself, and have suicidal thoughts as well. And that's not good at all. And I quit drinking, and before that, I would get into these very depressing moods where for weeks at a time I had a hard time getting out of bed. I had terrible thoughts. It was the lowest of low in terms of self-esteem. I hated myself completely. I hated who I was. I hate what I looked like. I hate what I stood for. I hated all the things that I did to other people. And once I quit drinking, it completely went away. Almost completely. 90%. I still get low times. And when it is, it's not a week at a time. It's usually 1 or 2 days max, which is like a godsend for me. Like, when has there ever been a time where you just cut something out like that and it completely solved your problem? I don't think that's ever happened to me. And I haven't had like a relapse yet. I haven't drank since then. I joke about it from time to time because I don't think I'm nearly as severe of an alcoholic as some people are. And I think there are levels to it because some people are a bit more damaged than me, and that might be like a weird word to use, but people have been a lot more disadvantaged than me, and they go through a lot rougher times than me in life. And I'm grateful that I didn't have that, because it probably would have been worse. I don't know what I was getting at with that, but fuck, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, I'm fortunate that I've been able to keep myself from drinking, because 1, it's not good for my body. 2, it makes me completely depressed. And 3, I'm very serious about my fitness goals. And if you're serious about your fitness goals, then drinking should not be a large part of your life. I think it has a time and place, and I think it's totally appropriate if you don't abuse it, like I've done in the past and like many of other people have passed. But if you're serious about life, then, and succeeding and improving yourself and improving those around you, alcohol shouldn't be a big part of your life. Max like 1 time a month, and it's not getting blackout. And I know that probably seems absurd to a lot of people. And I kind of got back to what I was thinking about earlier, but a lot of people around me drank and did way worse stuff than I did. And they still drink, and they still black out. They still do all this crazy shit when they're drinking. But they don't stop. And I think this is some tip that I wish more people could hear, and I hope this gets out to a lot of people, is that just because you're not an alcoholic, or you're not socially deemed as an alcoholic, doesn't mean you don't have a problem. You don't have to claim yourself to be an alcoholic to have a problem with drinking. If you're drinking once a week and getting blackout, in my opinion, you have a problem. What are you escaping from that? What are you trying to do every weekend that you need to spend hundreds of dollars on getting completely hammered so that you don't remember that day or that night, and maybe potentially end up doing something that you completely regret, whether that be going to jail, fighting someone, or losing a relationship? And I'm not telling you how to live your life. Anyone has their way to live in their life. But just know that just because this like product, or this alcohol in itself is so socially acceptable, doesn't mean that it's a good thing. Like I said, it does just as much harm or more as things like heroin, cocaine, crack, methamphetamines. It's equally as dangerous. It's so entrenched in our society that they can't get rid of it. You can't just ban alcohol like that, because like everyone does it, everyone uses it, everyone enjoys it. And some people are responsible with it, but some people aren't. And it's just so amazing how much clearer I think without it, how much more money I have in my bank account without using it all the time. And I feel better as well. Like, I don't feel messy in my head. I'm very clear-minded, and I don't go through those dips. When I wake up on Sunday morning, I feel amazing. Every Sunday, I feel amazing. I go to the gym, I hang out with my girlfriend, I hang out with my family, I eat good food, I do fun stuff. Saturday morning's the exact same. I wake up fine. Mind you, I wake up a lot later, probably at the same time as a lot of hungover people do. I wake up at like sometimes 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., depending on how late I am up. Right now it is currently 5:45, 5:47 approximately. And that's just me. I have a very messed up sleep pattern, something I have not addressed in my life yet, but I just find it's easier to do work at night. But unlike those people, I wasn't drinking till 4 a.m. I was working till 4 a.m. or playing video games or watching TV, which is a lot more productive in my opinion, even though obviously watching TV and playing video games are a productive thing. You're not damaging your body. So I don't know, that's all I have to say. I got away from those Cigars with Tristan talks, but I felt like one of these was I needed to put one out. These are easy videos for me to make, and I just like talking on open like this with you guys, and hopefully you can relate. Hopefully you can take something from this. Maybe it'll help you realize that maybe you do have a problem with drinking, and maybe you do need to cut down or quit or go to AA or do what you gotta do, you know? But I'm gonna keep doing me. You keep doing you. You do whatever you feel is right, and I will talk to you guys soon. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you like these videos and my content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're up to 63 subscribers. I want to get up to 1,000 before summer. I have a buddy, Gravy, David Stubbers. He makes some cool videos, and we've got a challenge for each other. Not like a competition, but we both want to get 1,000 subscribers for the summer. So if you subscribe, that would really help me out, and I appreciate it. Love you guys. Peace. Stay frosty.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get full-time father, full-time artist. Ex-guard, he said grind harder, learn from every time you ever fail if it never fails.